Welcome back to another Dreams video. Today we have the last coverage for Dreams by Game Informer. In the last video, they asked Media Molecule tons of questions the community had and asked the studio director for Media Molecule, Siobhan Reddy, and creative director for Dreams, Mark Haley. The first question asked, which I had no idea was going to be asked, is when is the beta? I'm surprised a lot of people don't ask this question, to be honest. It's something I was curious about, you know, and I haven't heard anyone else ask for it, so I was just glad they asked that. And Media Molecule responded with this year, and they seem really certain about it. Like, just the way they said it, it's like there's nothing that can change their mind. The beta is this year. I know people need reconfirmation every couple of hours before they completely lose their mind, so here you go. You know, you're welcome. One thing I noticed though, I can't tell if it was trolling, but Mark Haley said the beta would definitely drop before, and then Siobhan Reddy quickly says before the end of the year. It kind of seemed like she was trying to make sure he didn't say anything he would regret, as if they're not supposed to speak on things they're not supposed to speak on. I'm a desperate man, so that can mean absolute nothing, but it almost sounds like he was about to say before December. Someone from Discord pointed that out, and I don't know, it just seemed like he was trying to say before a certain month. But honestly, who knows? I could be wrong. It doesn't really matter. What we do know is the beta is close, right? Because you got to think about this. We're about to hit November, all right, which I feel like is a perfect month to drop the beta, by the way. And then it's December, 2 months, and I know they're not gonna drop it around Christmas. It just doesn't make sense. It's the biggest holiday, so it just doesn't make sense for them to drop it on the biggest holiday when people are gonna be out of town, busy. Heck, even themselves, they're probably gonna be doing stuff on Christmas, so I just can't really see them dropping it Christmas time. You know, like, Merry Christmas, here's the beta, yay! Like,
what? I am with my family across the United States, and you telling me you dropped it now?
Oh my gosh, that'll be tough. So I just can't see them doing that. So I assume early December or November, and regardless of what it is, we're getting close. Like, think about it, we're not far at all. So yeah, man, just wanted to go ahead and talk about that. The next question asked that caught my attention was, will the beta be open or closed? They said the beta will be open, but it will require you to sign up. That is something I didn't even know. I was trying to find out the answer to that question because a lot of people were asking me. So now you know, you have to sign up. They don't know if there's going to be a limit. So I guess I don't know if it's open / closed. I don't know. They said it's open, right? But if there's a limit, it kind of sounds like it's closed. So I don't really know the answer to that. You feel me? But you'll be able to sign up for the beta, and yeah, that's really it for that. Another question is, will the beta support VR or multiplayer during the beta? And the answer is no, but you will be able to play other people's creations and all that good stuff. So that's all I care about, really. Yeah, I would like to play with my friends, but the fact that I can play other people's levels, that's one thing that I care about, so I can actually see and experience how it feels and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Another question is, how many Dreams home space can you have? This was interesting because I always assumed one. In LBP, you only had a 1 pod. So I just thought that was the case, but apparently you can have 4, and they plan on having more in the future. Another interesting thing that they mentioned is that they're gonna have the Dreams home space like a lobby when online multiplayer is out. It gets me curious to know what they're planning on doing with that, because that is gonna be really interesting, and I wish they would talk about it more, but eventually we'll get enough information about it, so I ain't worried about that. Another question I was asked was, does Media Molecule see Dreams being the king of consumer created content? Mark Haley responds with, of course, that's the goal. I've said it 1,000 times, Dream will be an amazing game for everyone because of the content being put out. Billions of people using YouTube, but around hundreds of thousands of people who made decent to great content. The ratio is madness if you think about it. That's like less than 1% of people making videos of all the people who use YouTube. So when you look at Dreams and you say, oh man, it seems like I'm going to have to create, I guarantee you people were saying the same thing for YouTube. Now look at it. And Dreams looks more fun and appealing to create than making videos. But next question is, can you make a procedurally generated game? And they respond with yes. I'm gonna be honest, I was surprised. I'm aware a lot of huge games do this, but I just didn't think they'll allow people to do that in Dreams. People are going to make absolute massive worlds. Now I understand why you can publish 100 million levels. Procedurally generated games, for those of you who don't know, is basically a game that is programmed to randomize landscapes, creation quests, etc. But it's not like random, so it's like trees aren't you know, like on a house or something like that. What you're doing is you're basically telling the game to follow the logic that you put. So you're making unique kind of content. No Man's Sky is a procedurally generated game to the max. That's what it's essentially, a limited different worlds to explore. And same goes for Minecraft. That's why, you know, you can go roam and fly and just keeps going and going, and there's no stop, because they use procedurally generated programming and all that for that game, which is dope. I love it. Because Dreams also has no loader screens as well, we can expect massive worlds made in Dreams. Maybe not a limited like No Man's Sky, but so big that it can take decades to explore. So I guess, yeah, it could technically be unlimited. You still have to make assets and all that good stuff, but the landscape in the worlds can be auto-generated. And this is honestly the most exciting question that was asked probably in a while. Like, this one right here is going to be amazing. So people who want to make big RPG games can do that without having to worry about taking years upon years to get it down, even with their friends, because you can have, you know, auto-generated landscapes and different kinds of quests and all that good stuff. So for people who are trying to make massive RPG games, it's definitely possible, especially since another question I was actually asked is, can you save level progress in a game? Now, I asked that question a while back, and the answer I got was no, but now you can. You know, Dream is always evolving, so it changes all the time and gets better. So the fact that you can do that now is amazing. So for you guys who plan on making RPG games and doing that kind of stuff. Another question that someone asked was about MMO, and they did respond with that when they tackle multiplayer, that they'll look into doing MMO and all that good stuff, because right now they're focusing just bringing the game out, but they haven't really gone too much in online multiplayer and whatnot. So that's gonna be really interesting, and I can't wait for that. One question that someone asked was, do they plan on coming back to the LittleBigPlanet franchise? And at first Mark said never say never, and then Siobhan Reddy said that Dream is like the continuation, and then Mark Healy was saying there's no reason why they can't make Sackboard games and stuff inside of Dreams. And then following that, or before that, was, do they plan on making future games with the Dreams engine? And they said, yeah, they said that's the plan. They plan on using Dreams for a while, and that is exciting to know that they're gonna do stuff like that. So it really goes to show you that Dreams, even though it's taking them a while to make, it is something that they're planning on using and they're sticking with, and it's just something that was incredible, and I wanted to put that on here. And finally, the last question that was by Game Informer that I feel like was interesting was, will Dreams be on the PS5? And they said, yeah, if there is a PS5, then we can make Dreams work on that. And there's been 2 more questions actually that's been asked during the Halloween special stream, which I honestly didn't know about, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys about it. And one of them was about custom imps. Apparently you can make a custom imp in the game. I had no idea. Some of you guys may know, I didn't know. And you can choose what you want to play out of your controller speaker, which is dope. So if you're making a level and you want to have like a dragon coming out your controller speaker, when a dragon appears or something like that, you can do that. Just like, I don't know, I mean, all the stuff that I mentioned you could do in the game engine, it's just like, you really can do anything. That's just, they're not playing when they say that. You can do anything you want in Dreams. That's crazy. I actually love these questions more than the 229 rapid fire questions, because they answer the question thoroughly, and these questions have never crossed my mind. If you'd like to see the full video, I have a link in the description to watch it. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like, comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and subscribe if you're new here, because I'm always posting about Dreams. Peace.